This is something I don't typically do, um, but I decided what the heck, and I tried today. Um, since it is the creepy time of the year, I found this at my local library, and I thought we'd read it together, or at least a little bit of it. It's Stephen King's Creepshow, George Romero film, art by Bernie Wrightson, cover art by Jack Kyman. As you can see, I'm going to cover up that creepy guy in the corner, Dawn of the Dead, The Shining, Carrie, and a creepy guy with Creepshow, the original, I bet. And this is on the inside here. Just give you a little bit more flavor. We start off with Father's Day. Hee hee. Greetings, kiddies, and welcome to the first issue of Creepshow, the magazine that dares to answer the question, who goes there? I'm the Creep, and I'll be your guide on this journey into fear. Our first stop, the parlor of the Grantham house. You'll like the Granthams, kiddies. They're the kind of people who steal candy from a baby, then lace it with arsenic and feed it to the dog. But read on. You'll get to meet them soon enough. Do you think she'll really be out, Aunt Sylvia? you you could set your watch by her, 4 o'clock on the dot. Pass those scone, Cass. You're such a hog. You married a hog, Henry. You know that, don't you? Will who be out, Cass? As you can see, for those that can't see, I guess, it's 4 people, 2 men, 2 women, 1 younger, 1 older. I assume couple. Either that or they are a family. They're sitting around a small table, drinking tea. You mean Cass hasn't told you about Dottie's old great-aunt Bedelia? The patriarch of the clan? Isn't she the one who was supposed to have killed her father? Yes. Supposed to have bopped the old poop with an ashtray? He was the real patriarch, Richard. Made all the money, didn't he? And if that doesn't qualify him for patriarch status, nothing does. Nathan Grantham, Bedelia's father, was older than God. The old fart simply would not die. Man, this thing I was having a hard time focusing. Bedelia was acquitted, you know, Henry. It's Hank, Aunt Sylvia. Can't you remember that? Of course. Every family should have at least one skeleton in its closet. Don't you agree, Henry? However it happened, Hank, the old man, deserved to die. He was a monster, and if she did kill him, I say more power to her. Bravo! Say, kiddies, isn't that fabled Aunt Bedelia herself? Pulling up as her grateful family discusses her, not driving any too straight either. But then, he simply would not die, Henry. And the abuse Bedelia took, well, according to the story, he was hysterically jealous of her all his life. Maybe you can see why. Showing an old woman, kind of looking like a witch, smoking a cigarette, and drinking, looks like Jack Daniels. The complete Freudian relationship. He had a stroke, and she got to nurse him full time. Then she met a man, a real September courtship. September courtship? That was October or November at the very least, maybe the last night before Christmas. Never mind, dears. The point is, Henry, she loved the man, and Nathan had him killed. 1 second, I'm going to see if I can't get this to stop autofocusing. Please get me in a better position to rest my back. Bring it up just slightly. He supposedly died in a hunting accident. That's what's on the books anyway. For Bedelia, it was the last straw. She split his head open with this glass ashtray. This very one, so rumor has it. Ulp. You see, Henry, Richard and Cass have a great talent for spending the money Nathan made, and Nathan would not indulge either of them. But Aunt Bedelia solved that problem, and every Father's Day she comes up here, visits Nathan's grave, then dines with her grateful kinfolk. While you're at it, Aunt Sylvia, why not tell Hank about your summer house in Bermuda, your place in Rome, or your lifetime Eurail pass, or Cassandra, darling, how can such a beautiful woman be such an utter turd? Temper, folks. You're arguing about loud enough. You're arguing almost loud enough to wake the dead. Or maybe we should strike the almost. Gotta get in a better position here. Gotta back it up a little bit. Ignore my desk. If you can. Why Father's Day? Because she feels guilty. Now you don't try and... There you go. Oh, and Sylvia. But it's true. For most than 30 years, she devoted herself to him. You might say she even worshipped his foul presence. Then on Father's Day, just 7 years ago, and every Father's Day since. 4 o'clock sharp. There she is. That's right, kiddies. Adelia's come to pay her annual respects. You could set your watch by her, Henry. Every year, on Father's Day, like clockwork. She'll mediate for an hour, then join us four for a nice baked ham dinner. We four who owe her so much. Correct, children? But not even that bottle of instant amnesia in your hand can blot out the sound of his cane. Can't it, Bedelia? The cane, that was what finally drove you to it, wasn't it? Steady, clack, clack, clack. I want cake, Bedelia. Where's my cake? Of his cane on the arms of his wheelchair. It's Father's Day. I want my cake. Looks like Bedelia's getting just a teeny bit aggravated. Well, she's got a good reason. Clack, clack. You see, kiddies, when Bedelia told her father she had gotten engaged, Nathan Grantham made a phone call. Click, snick, blam. And saw that Bedelia's beloved was welcomed into the family with a real bang. We know all about these hunting accidents, don't we, kiddies? Well, so does Lydia. She remembers the morgue, the stench of formalin. Clack, clack, clack. And the terrible question. Oh, God. Oh. Can you identify this man as Peter Richard Yarbrough, your fiancé? Yes, kiddies, Bedelia surely does remember. I want my cake, Bedelia. Where's my cake? And while Nathan never did get his cake on that Father's Day 7 years ago. Where's my cake? Father's cake. I want my father's cake. I want it. He got a hell of a surprise. Bedelia, no. Right, kiddies. Happy Father's Day, Daddy. We'll have the cake later, okay? Okay? You shouldn't have had Peter killed. Well, happy Father's Day anyway, Daddy. Happy. And now, in the Gratham's family graveyard. Daddy, I'm so sorry. You should have let me have Peter. You didn't have to kill him. I still would have taken care of you. Too late, Bedelia. It's starting to look as if I got so mad, you know. I just think it was the sound of your cane. Daddy will soon take care of you. It got into my head, and I couldn't think. And anyway, Daddy, I miss you. So, happy Father's Day. Daddy? Oh my God. Where's my cake, Bedelia? It's Father's Day. I want my cake. I want it. It's mine. Where's my father's cake? Father's Day cake. No. Stay back. You're dead. Dead. I want my cake, you bitch, and I'm going to have it. Meanwhile, shall I glaze the ham now, ma'am? You better wait another 5 minutes, Miss Danvers. She's late. Perhaps she's fallen asleep, Richard. You better go out and check. I don't want to go out there. Place gives me the creeps. I'll go, Aunt Celia. Would you, Henry? How sweet. Sweet, my Fanny. If I hadn't gotten out of there, I think I would have barfed. That's right, Hank. My nose is running, and I don't know why. Brown nose, the old bag. Anyway, anything to worm your way into Aunt Celia's good graces. Aunt Bedelia? Richard was right, it is creepy out here. Miss Grantham, are you... Huh? Bedelia's bottle. Empty. Right here at the foot of Nate's grave. Honey. The earth's all loose. Like it was dug up recently, or... What? It has been dug up. Can't get my footing. I'm falling. Better get out of there quick, Hanky babe. Of all the fucking clumsy. But what's that you're grabbing? A jacket? Brand new too? Gotta to pull myself up out of. Meet Aunt Bedelia, Hank. We knew you'd dig her up if you looked long enough, didn't we, kiddies? Oh, God, Bedelia! It rolled on top of me. Can't move. What? That stone, it moved. Oh, God, it's tilting. It's gonna... Oh, no. Only Hank didn't know that Aunt Bedelia's visit was going to be such a grave matter. And approaching the door, it looks like you can't keep a hungry man down. Where's my cake? Where is he? I'm hungry and I want my dinner. Richard, go find him. You find him. He's your husband. Besides, I think he's a hick. Richard? Well, I do. He's a fucking hick. I'll find Henry, Miss Danvers. Have you seen him? Miss Dan? It's Father's Day, and I want my cake. And I mean to have it. What's that? Oh. It's Father's Day. Richard, do you... Yes, it came from the kitchen. Oh my God. It's Father's Day, and I got my own cake. Happy Father's Day to me. Oh my lord. Now, that's what I call a twist ending, hey kiddies. Nate did all the twisting and Sylvia ended. The poor old girl just lost her head. And it went to pieces. But the worst part came when old Nate blew out Cass and Richard's candles. Poof! But why hang around here while my next terror tale awaits? And I'm gonna end that there and possibly do a couple other of these readings of Stephen King's Creepshow. I don't know if I believe this was made into a movie, so if I may look at it at some point. Here's some of the other stuff: Father's Day, The Lonesome Death of Jordy Verrell, The Crate, Something to Tide You Over, They're Creeping Up on You, for Unforgettable Tales of Terror to Haunt Your Days. I'd rate that first one not as bad, because I've kind of seen that story before, not to the extent of somebody coming back from the dead, wanting a piece of cake. But yeah, so that was a little nifty read for about 15 or so minutes. So, guys, I'll see you next time, all right?